Welcome to my craft room. I've made some changes since my last video. If you saw my last video, you'll notice that my desk is in a different place and it's shorter. This is actually a dining room table from IKEA that has a leaf. I took out the leaf and moved it here so I could get into my craft room. Otherwise, I'd have to crawl under the table. Last time my craft room, my desk was along the black wall there. It's actually chalkboard, magnetic chalkboard. But I decided to rearrange some things. So here I just have my computer, and along this wall are my little drawer carts that have a lot of storage since my desk doesn't have drawers or anything. It's just a dining room table. So I use these from IKEA to keep all the little small things in, and I love how they look, and they also double as another surface. And I did have my Cricut here for a while, but I have moved that over here. I acquired this dresser from my grandparents' home. They were using it as a TV stand and sort of dresser. I put my Cricut here, and I really like that. I have a workspace here. I can take the plants off or leave them there if I don't need as much space. And my printer's over there. I don't know why printers are so ugly. I need to get a nice looking printer. Everything else, technology is so beautiful and sleek. I don't know what they're thinking with printers. I mean, this Cricut is about 5 years old and it's nice and sleek. So I feel like they should do the same thing with printers, and I'm sure that's coming, or maybe they're already out. I'll have to get that and update my craft room. Over here I just have another stack of books. I really like books. I have my books here and some here. I also use the library when I need to. I just love books the way they look, and I like reading them as well. I have a We Are Memory Keepers printer here, a typewriter for adding little touches on cards or scrapbooks for journaling and things like that, and the typewriter look is nice. And I have a caddy here that I just grab and put on my desk for the big tape runner from Scotch, and some punches and scissors and things like that. And then I just have some journals and planners there, and then books and things there. I have some things to show you inside the armoire and the dresser, but first we're going to go to the drawers. So some of these things are just paper clips and stamps and things like that. But over here I do have some punches. So I have some of my Creative Memories punches in here. So pretty easy storage. And then some are there and here. I try to put them in order of like sort of what goes together as far as like flowers, holidays, or trees, pine cone, things like that. There's some stamps back there because I also have stamps down here. So then coming to the dresser, this is going to double as a wrap station for wrapping paper, wrapping gifts. So I've already used it for a birthday, and I put wrapping paper down here and balloons, and I have ribbon and things like that. So at Christmas I'm going to go ahead and add Christmas wrapping paper, bags and bows and things like that. I have scissors and tape and everything, and some tissue paper. So that is something I was really excited I was able to do. My top drawer is actually punches. It's really heavy because these punches are so heavy. So these Creative Memories border punches fit perfectly into this drawer. So So I love how this worked out because I can see on the sides of the punches what design I'm picking. And I still have room in the back row for more. And then I have some sort of various other punches that I don't have a lot of. So I still have a lot of room in here, which I'm excited about because I was organizing things with what I had and maxing out the storage and realizing if I buy more, I don't know where to put it. So this works out really well. And to use my Cricut, I just plug it in and put the mat in and ready to go since it's Bluetooth. And then the armoire, I have rearranged as well. So top to bottom, as you can see, just sort of organized everything as much as possible. I tried to make sense of how I put things and where I put things so they work together. For instance, I have my 12-inch trimmer, my ruler, and the personal trimmer all together. This eraser should be back there. And then down here we have all the border maker system and cartridges. This little caddy is actually a drawer from this cart from IKEA. This is just a little $30 cart I got years ago, but the drawer fits here, but I took it out so I could fit things that were taller and also then use the drawer differently. It wasn't able to open or close in the space that I had the cart. So this made a lot of sense for me. But anyway, you have Creative Memories, Border Maker cartridges, and the Border Maker system all in one place. Really easy. So before I had my paper in these 12 by 12 bins. They're sort of fabric and cardboard from IKEA. Well, I got these new ones, and I can't remember the name at the moment, but they're related to these guys, but they're much bigger, as you can see. They come with a lid. I'm not using the lid. I will put the name of these in the comments section. So basically what I wanted was I wanted a way to see all my paper or all my collections and have it organized and have it protected. So I can just come in here and flip through if I need to and pull out the one that I want to work with. So these are Power Project folders. Be sure to watch that video to understand how these work. But for instance, if I wanted to use this sort of color palette or this style, I just pull this out and I have all the paper, and I have all the stickers, all the embellishments. And if there is a project recipe or ideas, I also print those out and put those in, just for inspiration in case I need it. So I just grab my Power Project folder and I get to work. So the other thing I do is I print out the collection off of creativememories.com. They have little images at the top of each collection. I just print that out, and instead of writing Christmas Spirit Collection, I print out the picture, because then I get the style and the colors and I see what's going to be happening, not just words when I'm working. I need to see colors. So then I can look through what I have and I can go, oh, okay, here's something back here that's sort of campy or something for hiking. That would go with my hiking page or my park page. If I wanted a Halloween thing, I can see that very quickly at a glance. So some of them you need to move things around just a little bit, but for the most part, it's really a really helpful system for me. I can really see all my collections very quickly. The other thing I like about organizing this way is I like to save some scraps. I don't save all scraps. I save some of my favorite papers of scraps, and so with Power Project folders you can organize the smaller scraps into the little pockets, long strips of scraps into the long thin pockets, bigger scraps in the big pocket, and on the back side I have, we're going to be upside down now, but I have more because there's these long pockets here. I also like the Power Project folders for organizing my letter stickers because of those long pouches. You can have it facing this side of the Power Project folder, or the other side you just turn it around and you have the long. And then I have letter stickers inside that are, let's see, that are bigger. And then I have some on the back side that are little tiny letter stickers in the little pockets. So I really love these Power Project folders. They are sort of the hinge, I think, that holds my organization together. Otherwise, I don't know. First of all, here's these bins, which are really great, but what's in them is all these little embellishments that they don't really have a home. This doesn't go with any collection, but it's cute and I might use it. You know, these don't have collections, which is fine. Obviously, I'm not throwing them out. I like them. I'm keeping them. This is great for this time of year. But I would have probably 4 more of these, 5 more of these bins, and then stacks of paper. I don't even know how the paper would be. So these are a must-have for me. The one last thing about the Power Project folders is I can fit a lot. This was a collection that I loved so much that I kept buying it. So I wanted to show you how much I can fit in one Power Project folder. It's heavy. So this is one. I'm going to set it on the floor so you can really. This is one Power Project folder holding all this paper. It fits. This expands here on the sides. And you know, it's held up for over a year now. So I can see which collection it is, and this holds a ton. This is at least an inch of paper, and it's heavy and it's protected. So that's what I love about these guys. On this side, I just have sort of in, I guess, a rainbow order maybe, I'm not sure, cardstock or plain paper mostly. So I have my whites and yellow and orange, and then we get into pink and red, and then a light teals to blues to green. And these are in an old style that was not a Creative Memories folder. And I'm slowly moving everything into Power Project folders, but some of these are my old. It came with some filing cabinet or something, and this is what sort of started me on this system. These aren't as good because this is not a separate pocket. This really leads into the other side. It doesn't work. So, but it does keep my cardstock organized, so I can get to, if I need some cardstock. So grays, and then black is the last. And then I have some random things, but mostly I have my pages back here. So when I'm scrapbooking, I can grab some pages and my cardstock and my collections and get to work. So let's go top to bottom for the remainder. Up here I have the card kits, so some various card kits in a bin. This is just an empty tray that if I wanted to sit down somewhere and work on something small and keep it all together, I found it at Goodwill, and I just use that all the time. And then in here I have my Instax, and then I have extra pens in here. And here I have my custom cutting system templates, and then anything else that's bigger that won't fit in there. It's just down here along with the custom cutting system mat. This is my scrapbook friends. We get together about once a year, every year for like, oh gosh, it's been almost 15 years now, I think, to scrapbook together. Not sure why it's all blurry. There we go. They're very awesome people, and we will spend 4 days just scrapbooking at retreats and things, and it's very special, and I love having my picture of my friends there. And then these are photos. So they're organized by, this is 2019, so I just have a little bin. These are from, where are they from? These are from Costco. They're like pantry bins. So I got these to organize a few things. As you'll see, the cards are in there as well. And then this is just a Martha Stewart like scoring thing. I don't really need this anymore, but it makes envelopes. I haven't even used it to make an envelope, but I'm hanging on to it for some odd reason. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Here's just a tape gun. And then this shelf is actually a shoe shelf from Target. And I put it on top of the this shelving unit to maximize my space. In my last video, I can't remember if it was there. I think it was there, and I just had different things on top. So I've sort of redone that. So here we have where I'm working. So 2019 is sort of a power layout of pages, ideas, photos, what I'm working on next. And then the next part is pages done, and then I go ahead and put it in the album. And those are my custom cutting system. There's also the sort of templates to hold it over a photo before you make a cut, so you know what you're doing before you cut your photo up. Here's just extra pads of paper. Again, I'm addicted to paper, but you know, I don't really use these very often. They're not organized neatly and easy for me to grab or convenient in any way. But every once in a while, if I cannot find something in my paper, then I will go to these. It's probably 1 out of every 20 times I scrapbook, because they don't have anything else that goes with them. No embellishments, no stickers, no anything. So, I mean, I do have some down here that do coordinate up there. Anyway, and here I have some old stuff I need to scrapbook that I haven't gotten to yet. And down here I just have some extra little small like 8x8 or 6x6 album things, and then I have photo paper in there. I usually order my photos through Creative Memories, but this is for if the kids want to print pictures, or our Christmas cards will go on here. I kind of missed this area. So up here again, this is a bin that was a cupcake thing. It had 3 and then a lid. So this guy's holding my foam squares and like pockets and things like that, and then extra tape runner and scissors and glue pens and stuff. And then I have washi tape in this little bin. Is also Creative Memories. It's so cute. And just a little washi tape in there. And then, as you know, there's just embellishments and things in here. And then this is a little tray that was like an organizer thing. I forget where I got it, but it was not IKEA like most of what you see here. But what I like to do is I like to just slide this out, and I can place it where I'm working, and just sort of set it in front of me and get to work. And I have my different types of tape runner. I have a sort of post-it note thing in case I need to write myself a note for the next time I scrapbook. I have scissors and a magnifying glass in case I need it, and tweezers and things in here. And then I have pens over here. And pens are supposed to be laying down. When you're not using them, lay them down. They'll last you longer. But when I go to use this, I just go ahead and stand them up and I get to work. So I really like this tray. It has these little dividers that you can take out and have bigger spaces and things. See, there's a slot there that I'm not using. So that's a neat, it's like a bamboo thing. I forget where I got it from, but if I remember, I'll put it in the comments for you. It's so old that even if I could tell you where I got it, it may not be available any longer. So that goes there. And then I have my paper down here. And then this is just extra cardstock. Since I'm an advisor, I can sell. So I have extra collections, cardstock, and then I have extra embellishments and things down here if I need to, if anybody needs anything. And this is another one of those little cupcake bins. And I have an extra, that's my son. That was a while ago, 2014, that was 6 years ago, look at him. I have an extra 12 by 12 cutter back there. So one of these guys, which is the best cutter I've ever used, and I've used a lot of different ones. I have an extra one for sale there. This is just a big cutter, like a guillotine cutter. I'm probably gonna get rid of it, but I'm saving it in case the kids need to cut something. And I've also cut cardboard on it a little bit, like paperboard, if I need to cut down something really heavy duty. That it's just a guillotine thing from Costco. And then over here I have my Cricut mats. I have a custom cutting system mat here. I like to keep it flat as much as possible. I wouldn't want to put it in here because these lean and maybe this is bumpy, and then next thing you know, this is getting changed, and it needs to be flat and straight so that all your cutting is nice. So I think that's it. I think that covers the armoire. This used to be, you know, a little thing here where you can have a rod to hang your clothes, but I took that out, and I really have a lot more space in here because of that. I'm really happy with this. I like that it's organized. I like that I can get what I need, and I can also close the door, and I don't have to look at it all day or frighten my neighbors or my husband. It's all nice and hidden away and pretty. And down here I just have a little filing cabinet, a charger, and my sewing machine. I think that's my craft room. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.